he uses his platform to go to this event, and here's what happened to him for showing up.
We're gonna go right to the stage and we're gonna just fucking rally this motherfucker. Relax, relax, no, just watch. I got you. Hey, relax, let's do that. There you guys, we fucking made it.
Allah dám cơ vậy.
Now, do I think he knew he was going to get arrested if he showed up at this event, even though they told him not to come? Yes, I think he absolutely knew that this was going to happen. But the whole paddy wagon song and dance, this is strictly to his advantage. This brings more attention. Again, it's the P.T. Barnum effect of politics, where he understands what he's doing. And I do think that this is a really big deal. And he has a little bit to say once he gets thrown in the paddy wagon.
Yo, I cannot believe that, bro.
How the fuck y'all gonna lock up the middleweight chick?
Pretty sure I didn't break them all. Like, I'm pretty sure. But I might be going to jail.
For a lot of impressionable youth that like mixed martial arts, Sean Strickland is the middleweight champion of the world, and he is using his platform to speak out against Israel. As a result, Dana White and his organization, perhaps at the behest of the president and his administration, have essentially blackballed him from the industry. He was supposed to compete at the event on Saturday night, or yesterday, I should say. It was on Sunday. And they would not let him compete. And so he shows up, causes a spectacle, and then they arrest him for showing up. Now, this is only going to create more positive PR for him, and more young men who may not give a shit about Israel or Palestine are now going to be made aware that this is why he is being threatened or thrown in prison. But if you think that's a big deal, this is even bigger. Colin, can I have that tweet, please? Daniel Cormier is the heavyweight champion of the world, Jen. And this is a part I'd really like you to pay attention to.
Okay.
I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for bringing this to light. However, I refuse to stay silent. The UFC is a sport that I am deeply passionate about. I will not tolerate this type of insider behavior. Shame on anyone trying to ruin this beautiful event. Let's pull up these wonderful messages that he decided to share, but obviously they attempted to black out. Now, I don't know if you can screen capture this, Colin. Okay, so let's pause it. Eric Trump, the son of the President of the United States, privately messages Daniel Cormier to ask him, hey, Daniel, I'm going to be attending UFC 250 tomorrow. Saw you were casting. Hope to see you there. Yo, Eric, didn't expect a DM from you. Excited to meet you and the family. Much love, brother. Eric responds, anything you can tell me about the fighters tomorrow? Who you got winning? Colin? Pause. Ha ha. I'd like to stay unbiased, but I love to watch Nickel fight. Trump responds with, you picking any bets? Nah, I'm actually not allowed to bet on any cards or anything. Are any of the fighters injured that you know of? I'm not quite sure why you're asking me this, but I think they're all in good shape. And then Eric says, I'll just cut to the chase. Are any of the fights tomorrow rigged? I've been eyeing the Lopez fight, and I think an upset wouldn't be too unrealistic with a couple of dollar signs next to it. He concludes with, and I can't see it. You got to pull that away. So I don't know if you can blow that up so I can see it, please.
I can't. I can read it for you, though. It says, no, none of our fights rigged, and honestly, I am appalled that you would even ask me something like that.
So this is the message. If you could go back to the tweet, Colin. This is the message that Cormier put out. He deleted this message. And now he's claiming that this is all a hoax, that somebody hacked into his phone and they hacked into Eric Trump's phone, and that people were posing as them, having this conversation about whether or not these fights are rigged. Would you care to guess what type of money is being put on the line for this type of shit? This is millions upon millions of dollars. This is criminal enterprise. Now, give Daniel credit. He did not want to remain silent, but then he forgot it's the president's son that he's exposing. What type of a phone call or a message you think that Daniel Cormier got, Jen?
I have no idea. Probably got a threat, right?
Why else would he back off on his statement? He deleted this post. In a now deleted post by former MMA fighter Daniel Cormier, he posted screenshots of Eric Trump trying to get an insider scoop on whether any of the MMA fights at the White House are rigged so that he could try and illegally make money off of them. It's all a bread and circus.
Yes. So then that begs the question as to while the circus is going on, what's actually really happening? Because there's a lot of things going on and people are talking about this bullshit instead of, you know, there's still a Holocaust in Gaza.
Yeah. Well,
every day, hasn't stopped.
And this is why, and again, I apologize. I'm really like head cold heavy right now. And I'm just trying to make sure that we do our segments and whatnot. But the reason I feel that this is important is because you have been saying for the longest time that Trump is not really anywhere near as wealthy as he appears to be until he got back into the White House this time. And now they are basically looting the treasury for all it's worth. And they are doing every deceptive, criminal type of enterprise that they can get their hands on to make every last buck that they can make. And this is a prime example of this. How many of these other instances do you think have gone on in this past year and a half that they've been in the White House? You think this is the only case where they get caught with their hand in the cookie jar trying to rig UFC fights? What other shit are they rigging? How about pump and dump schemes with, you know, Elon's SpaceX stock? You think that's not going on? This is why you can't trust the system anymore. How could you?